Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Brittany with the Seniors Blue Book, and happy Tuesday. This morning, I am with Ross Dietrich of Lutheran Services Florida. Good morning, Ross.
Good morning, Brittany. How are you?
Doing excellent. How are you?
Doing very well.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you for coming on and spending a few minutes with us here on Seniors Blue Book Live. We are here to help educate on resources in the community and how you are assisting serving seniors and actually all different types of age groups. But before we kind of jump into services, programs, LSF's mission statement, let's talk a little bit about Ross. Let's hear, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
So I'm a native Pennsylvanian and a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I'm enjoying the migration of Tom Brady down to Tampa Bay Buccaneers because, as you may know, the Eagles and the Patriots have had a little bit of a rivalry in the Super Bowl, now at 1-1, which it's fun to see. But I just moved here in 2019 to take this position with Lutheran Services Florida, the Director of Development. And I came from a nonprofit environment where I actually worked for a trade school in southeastern Pennsylvania called Williamson College of the Trades, a fantastic place that gives every student free scholarship. And they serve low-income individuals, and the idea is to just pull families out of poverty and give them solid financial footing and change futures. And so it was a really unique place. But in 2019, started looking for really warmer weather, and Florida is a great place to look for that, although warm and wet lately, but hopefully we'll pull through that soon. So I moved down in 2019 and started this position with Lutheran Services Florida, and I'm excited to be in a place doing work that makes a difference.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for sharing. I don't watch much football, but I did enjoy, hearing what you had to say there. I like going to the games in person, and obviously things have changed, but yes, I am a Bucs fan because I've been in Florida my entire life. So, so let's jump into Lutheran Services Florida. Tell us, who is Lutheran Services Florida? If somebody has never heard of your organization, what is the mission, the goal of LSF?
Right. First, well, thank you for not rubbing in the fact that the Eagles are 0-2 so far. So let me just get that out of the way. It's embarrassing. But LSF is a statewide nonprofit. We're dedicated to helping the most vulnerable Floridians, and that includes children, people who are struggling with substance abuse, mental health, vulnerable adults and elderly, and refugees. Those are our main groups of folks that we serve, but really providing services from the beginning of life through end of life. So we work to reduce the suicide and drug addiction rate, give families in crisis the tools and the services they need to persevere. And we also, through our Head Start programs, provide education to help those in poverty close the achievement gap. So we run the gamut. We do a lot of things.
In which area? So and more specifically, of course, it's Lutheran Services Florida, but your area here you're covering is Manatee and Sarasota counties, correct?
Correct. So LSF, as a statewide, we're a $240 million organization with 1,200 employees and over 60 programs. We serve nearly 1 in 50 Floridians. And so a broad impact. But in Sarasota, we have a concentration of currently 3 programs and potentially expanding further to serve more folks in new ways. But the 3 programs that we have in the Sarasota Manatee area are what we call Adult Advocacy Services, comprehensive refugee services, and we have a CMO, case management organization that serves children vulnerable children and families. And I could share about each in particular, or how do you want to go?
Yeah, if you could share a little bit about each one, just kind of, again, like little overview about that. And if people are more interested in specifically, we're going to provide your email address for them to reach out to you.
Great, great. So, our vision is, as an organization, is safe children, strong family, and strong families, vibrant communities. And each of these programs touches on that in a unique way. Adult advocacy, what we do is we contract with the Office of Public Guardianship, and we serve folks who are not adults who are not able to take care of themselves, whether it's managing their finances or just their personal health. Just they need someone to step in there and take that role to protect them from abuse or just being taken advantage of. And unfortunately, many of the clients, when they've come to us, it's already been after a point of where they've been taken advantage of by someone, most times someone close to them, even potentially family members. So it's a necessary service, but we also actually provide on a private pay basis services to adults and elderly. And so, we've taken all that wealth of nonprofit and OPG experience and are now able to do that on a private pay basis. So people could reach out to us for those services. But in general, it's people who can't pay and can't take care of themselves. And so that's one of the services. Then we have comprehensive refugee services. And we've been doing that since the 1980s in response to the Cuban refugee crisis. And in fact, that's where Lutheran Services Florida started, in the Miami South and the South Florida area. And so today we provide resettlement, we provide employment, immigration, legal services, childcare services, youth services, just overall case management to help people, help refugees and asylees and folks who are new to the area build a home. And lastly, in Manatee County, we have our CMO, which is a case management organization. And we contract with the Children's Safe Children Coalition to provide those services. And we're really just protecting children who are at risk and come from a difficult home situation. Maybe there's substance abuse in the home or even physical or mental abuse. And we're just providing those critical services and wraparound services to make sure that the children are not able to be taken advantage of. And, ideally, we're trying to strengthen families and make those families whole. And so serving the entire family to protect the kids. But sometimes it does involve removal from the home and foster care and adoption services as well. And so that's kind of the gamut of what we do in the Minnesota area.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And again, I'm going to provide your email address so that if people are interested or something applies to them or someone they know and or love, then they can assist and reach out to you or receive assistance. Yeah, and I want to talk about, I'll be a part of this as well, but let's talk a little bit about events. And I know obviously during 2020, we had quite a few events planned, the ambassador board for LSF, but we have come up with a virtual open house. Do you want to share just a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah. Obviously, COVID-19 has changed the world as we know it, and we've had to adapt, and we're doing a lot of our services differently and virtually, and events have been impacted as well. We had in the in the spring, we had an in-person open house scheduled that was going to celebrate moving into a new office location for our programs. And that was right at the outbreak of the pandemic. And so obviously we had to postpone. And as we're meeting with what we call our ambassador board, which are community members who are all about supporting our programs, we decided that we would try virtually. And this is new territory for me. You're a virtual queen with
Well, you learn as you go, right? This year has definitely been a year for learning those technology skills.
Absolutely. And so we're just looking forward to in mid-November, we've actually got a tentative date of Thursday, the 12th from 3 to 4. We're going to have a virtual event where we invite the community, share about our programs, and you'll hear from specific members of the community, and we're excited to be a part of that and answer questions. And so, yeah, Thursday, the 12th.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Ross, I want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing about LSF, your mission, the goal. I mean, you guys are amazing, and you're helping so many people in probably ways that you don't even realize. So thank you for everything that you all do at your organization. And I'll put all the contact information in this video if you're watching and you either want to get involved, or again, you do need assistance, or you know somebody who does, and also the open house event that people can attend virtually, which is going to be fun. Again, a first time for a lot of us to kind of throw something like this, but please join in, whether you're a professional in the area or if you are just somebody who wants to learn more and celebrate LSF. Ross, hope you have a great day. And again, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Just real quick, I would like to say the email that you're putting out there, which is makeadifference@lsfnet.org, that will come right to me. So any questions, I'll get right back to you.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. And everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Brittany.